Nipe nafasi nyingine, nafasi nyingine, nafasi nyingine kwenye upepo na dhoruba. Nipe nafasi nyingine, nafasi nyingine, nafasi nyingine kwenye upepo na dhoruba. Jabezi alichoka na uchungu, tena jina lake maana uchungu. Ikabidi Jabezi amlilie Mungu ili Mungu ampe nafasi nyingine. Jabezi aliomba Mungu ambariki, ampanulie mipaka yake, amlinde tena na adui zake, amuondoe na machungu yote. Chooni nyote mliobebeshwa mizigo ya magonjwa, akili na moyo, nira yake ni rahisi tena sana. Atakupa nafasi nyingine, nafasi nyingine, nafasi nyingine. Mungu amkumbuke huyu mama, ampe nafasi nyingine, nafasi nyingine, nafasi nyingine. Mungu amkumbuke huyu ndugu, ampe nafasi nyingine. Nipe nafasi nyingine, nafasi nyingine, nafasi nyingine kwenye upepo na dhoruba. Nipe nafasi nyingine, nafasi nyingine, nafasi nyingine kwenye upepo na dhoruba. Kama umepoteza umaarufu wako, amini Mungu kama Samsoni. Atakupa nguvu tena mingi mara ya pili kuliko. Welcome to the second episode of the Leopard King's Cave. We ended the last episode with an exciting football match. We then headed out to go and set up a bonfire and articulate the mood for the night between fathers and sons. Sit back and enjoy the flavor of the night.
Okay, sijui the chemistry behind it, but then tulifanyanga tukiwa camp ya kanisa.
It wasn't meant to be a difficult thing, setting together firewood and just sparking the fire. But David had to be academic about it, otherwise how will we know that he learns chemistry? After all, he had some magic on how to make a bowl of fire. And this was just as curious to put his chemistry to test too.
And this wants to try it already.
That is something I learned.
Sasa careful. Agreed.
Ni vile wewe unaweka kidogo.
Agreed.
Now it was time to put to test how to get the working vegetables onto the table. It was time to slaughter the chicken. I'll be cautious enough to give you a viewer discretion. If you're afraid of slaughtering chicken, please give it a minute. I'll tell you when the discretion is over.
Wacha tu mtu mmoja achinje and the other one can learn. You pluck a few feathers. You pluck.
You pull that way, pull. Like that. So that you expose
But in one place.
You expose the shingle where you are cutting.
You expose the skin.
And unajua ni kwa nini imeface that way? Do you know why?
Nimeiturn shingo.
Why? Kwa nini umekanyaga imeface that way? Ukichinja damu
hizi kurudie.
Inaenda yeah. But unajua sasa nataka nichinje kwenda this way ndio light na oje hivi shadow shadow inaziba,
so unakaangalia huku spray kwa kiatu
hivi nachinja spray.
Okay, do as you wish. You've already been told what to do. Now let's see.
Kanyaga nini?
Ada na sasa chinja kwa kachili.
Kata na kachili.
Uko inaruka kama na kitu.
As you may tell, all the parents on board know something about how to prepare chicken and the reasons for doing A, B, C, or D. The boys were quick to learn, but David's skill wasn't enough, and we thought we needed to spare the chicken the amount of suffering in the hands of David, who claimed that the knife was blunt.
And you don't punish the cuckoo by dragging the chicken.
The process, it should be very fast.
Wow.
Andes came to his rescue and showed his prowess as a seasoned and experienced lawyer man who can handle chicken without a sweat.
Inamaanisha uko umekanyaga mbawa vizuri, lakini don't move the leg because it will inaweza hepa. Sydney amalizishe.
Sydney wakitoa manyaa.
Umependa hiyo task.
Sydney na David watoe manyaa.
Viewer discretion is over.
Unaona wanalalamika ati unga bado haijatosha. Unajua tuongeza moja ukasema tuko sawa.
Tumulia tu hata kizaliwa Nairobi nimulia tu.
Despite having had previous arguments on the amount of unga that could be good for a lawyer man, I was blasted initially, but I was verified as having been truthful that the unga weren't enough.
Sipakitu jinge na gani? Mchele inapaswa kulambwa. Chips ni kiligi ndogo. Juice kinywaji ya gonjo.
Juice kinywaji ya gonjo.
No sooner had the chicken been successfully slaughtered than David walked straight to boiling water and attempted to cook the whole chicken intact with feathers and everything else. The boys would later take the lessons on how to prepare chicken, how to remove the feathers, and how to work on the claws and everything that goes with the chicken preparation.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, like that. You're doing well. They have to remove it from the water or what?
Yeah, we should. Because itoe watatoa na nyama pia. Itoe kwa maji.
Itoe kwa maji sasa.
Alafu watengeneze miguu hata kama haitakuliwa.
Kwanza inafaa muanzie mabawa.
The wings ndio ngumu. The wings hii kitu ya hapa.
Kwa vijiti.
Yaka kwa vijiti.
Kwa vijiti. Ngoja hayo maji ni moto.
They did an amazing job. Now, it was time for the master chef, Gatsen Kai, Baba Damien Gary Kai, who ain't on set but is a part of this conversation. Gatsen must have made a terrible choice when it comes to his career. Well, he's an engineer with one of the biggest industries in Kenya. But I want you to watch this clip and tell me that I am wrong. This guy should have been a surgeon.
Not a style.
He taught the boys with surgical precision on how to prepare chicken.
Hey, I'm not used to this version.
Hey.
This is what you are learning in school.
What is that usifai kukata?
It's plain. Let us plain.
You're
Tutakuonesha.
coming to it. Coming to it. What is this? Easy.
Biology, Sydney.
Lungs. Lungs. Nini? Liver. Good. Tulianza kutoa nini? Crow.
Not only did he teach the boys how to do this, he taught all of us indeed just how to roast meat. We appeared like some clueless guys who've never had a chance to roast chicken. We learned it from the basics to the very complicated stuff. And wow, it was magical. Thank you so much, Gatson, because my boys are masters at this craft. They prepare chicken and any other form of meat like only a chef would. Now, it's very important to mention that the beauty of this kind of events, the beauty of coming together as fathers and sons and have some fun, play together, cook together, eat together, make some jokes and everything. It is important for you to understand that it is not about the outing, it's not about the meals, it's not about the play. It is about the soft life skills that could only be learned by interacting. I want to give you a few examples of the lessons that we learned through the process of doing all these things. So I'll quickly begin by a lesson that my son Andes learned. We had to reinforce it later, but it's a valuable lesson in giving moral support to your team.
Andes saidia Sido kunini kukata nyanya na vitunguu za kukaranga kuku.
Moral support.
Have you learned that lesson? Yes.
I mentioned it in passing as an idea, but just how the other parents came in so strongly, Stanley, saying it is all about moral support. And I will later remind my son that it's important to give moral support, that just staying by your friend as they are doing their thing, or just working together with them, not because it's your thing, but watching a movie with your husband, with your wife, with your brother, with your sister, with your father, with your mother, or a friend, even though it is not your thing. Watching a football match with a friend, even though you are not a fan of it, that is what moral support is all about. So I would like you to understand, my dear viewer, that this is not about the activity, but it is the lessons that cannot be taught in class or in a discussion forum. The spirit of teamwork can best be demonstrated when you work with your son, play out with your son, and work on a similar task. He does one thing, you do the other. He asks questions, you compete over ideas, and learn the spirit of teamwork, which makes every home win, every workplace win, every organization to win, and every task to be accomplished by working as a team. Through the process of making this food, we also learned the art of service. We have fathers serving their sons, something that doesn't happen at home. Of course, we have a joke by Stanley. Stanley cautions us.
Sana sana. How are you? Ushike. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, let's have fun. Hakuna shida. Nyama iko ya kutosha. Paka. Are you guys by any chance suggesting that this nyama is questionable in terms of quantity? Dada amesema nini? Baba Devi amesema?
Hakuna quantity hapo. Nilishakwambia tulikuwa watu watano na tulikula mbuzi.
Andes, we ask you to go and give Sydney moral support.
And here we are more than 5. Huko kando.
The other big lesson that we learn as we are going through this process of preparing for the food and the meat and the chicken, and Eric comes with this big sufuria full of chicken and puts it on the jiko. And Gatson, who is the master chef, has given us certain instructions. Stanley thinks otherwise. He gives suggestions. Those suggestions appear to be conflicting with the primary instructions, but he argues his case and takes us through those steps, and then we realize that he's the magic man after all. The big lesson here is that it doesn't always mean that your idea is the best. And it doesn't mean that you are wrong either. And so we get to learn that there could be many ways of getting the same results.
Ikalia hapo, okay, sawa.
Alafu nyama ikuwe juu ya grill. Yeah, the graduation.
There could be a million alternatives to get the same result, and only if we can listen to each other and give each other a chance. And these are the lessons that a man needs to learn so as to be a good father, a good husband, a good workmate, a good leader. I can't forget to mention that certain things become magical in your journey of fatherhood and relating with your son or with your father by simply playing out together. I do not think that in Stanley's house, these kind of jokes are commonplace. Now, when Stanley is a smooth operator making all manner of jokes and then behaving like he's not the one who cracked the joke, when Eric makes those soft comments and then everybody laughs and bursts in tears almost, probably these are not the kind of jokes that he makes in the house. I'm not even promising you that he's gonna make those jokes in the house anyway. But it is important for Sydney to realize that comic part of his father. It is important for David to realize that soft side of his father. It is important for my son Andes to realize that part of me. It is important for Damian to realize that approachable, that funny, that easygoing, that open, and that all going, no holds barred part of his father. Why? Because next time our sons are trying to interact with us, they will know that we have some open space that is available to them.
Nani kama wewe?
Kama mimi. Hakuna mwingine.
Our boys once in a while will escape and go to the car, and we will have to call them out and bring them on set. Guess what? This is what happens in our houses.
My boys wameenda? Andes na David. Andes na Daudi. Andes na Daudi. Gari ilikuwa tu ya kucheza muziki.
Sasa nilikuwa naangalia muziki gani unacheza. Usikii?
Uliza Sido kama anataka supu ama deep fry ama just fry. Talk to us. Your decision counts here. You know, we shall follow. Give him space. Give him space. Iko sawa hivyo venye iko?
To attempt and make an effort to bring their children to their fold so that they could have conversations, they could have something that is joint and make that environment friendly. I believe that when we hang out with our children, then we are making the probability of liking each other's company much closer to 1, for those of you who handled mathematics well. Through the process of making this food, we also learned the art of service. We have fathers serving their sons, something that doesn't happen at home. Of course, we have a joke by Stanley. Stanley cautions us that we should not show this part of him when he is, number one, he looks around and looks at what we are doing and looks at what we've not done and realizes something that needs to be done. Now, he doesn't necessarily have to instruct his son or a younger son to do ABCD.
Omeleta non-essentials. Oh my God. Wameleta kachumbari.
And then kila kitu essentials iko.
Now, he doesn't necessarily have to instruct his son or a younger son to do ABCD. He walks up, goes and gets the task done. And these are the lessons that our sons can learn, that you can rise up to the occasion and just show up and do something that needs to be done. But that was not the precaution. The precaution was that Stanley told us that we should not reveal that this happened because he may have a price to pay at home.
Oh, the service man is here doing his thing. Yes, then dining prefect is here doing his thing. Gani ya dining prefect?
Nyumbani ati hizi ndio unafanya nje.
Ukiwa hapa unajifanya vile unataka kukaa uhudumiwe. Kukishasaviwa? Oh, we prayed, eh? Okay, karibu ni hande zido. Wakande santos weto.
Pia shati.
Ndafiambe porpo. Just give it a try. Just have a bite, a piece or two. Give it a try, see if you like it.
Jabezi alichoka na uchungu, tena jina lake maana uchungu, ikabidi Jabezi amlilie Mungu. Please subscribe to this channel, Leopard Kingflix, and remember to click the notification button so that you don't get to miss any of this tantalizing information and content. Kindly support us to keep our program on air and to make it possible for us to continue bringing you this kind of programs. Kindly contribute, donate, don't think about it, do it practically here and now. The business number, as you can see on your screen, is 522533. The account number is 7661908. Kama umepoteza umaarufu wako, amini Mungu kama Samsoni, atakupa nguvu tena mingi mara ya pili kuliko nguvu za umaarufu wa kwanza. Uliyekata tamaa, uliyevunjika moyo na kutabiria nafasi nyingine, neema yake Mwenyezi Mungu kubwa kwako, atakupa nafasi.
Hi, the people behind the camera. My name is Eric. The people watching this channel. My name is Eric Muleri. I'm happy to be here. I do many things, but I do training, corporate training.
Yes, my name is Stanley December. Majua kali hatu sana.
Please maliza vizuri.
Wakili ama lawyer. Hi, my name is Andes Murunga, high schooler. Thank you.
Hi, my name is David Areba, high schooler.
Hi, I'm Sydney Leopard, high schooler.
So, Sydney here and Eric here are close relatives. David here and Stanley here are close Juakali artisans.
I here and the man behind the camera.
There.
Yes, Anders and the man behind the channel.
Please remember to subscribe.
Please remember to subscribe.
We've had fun being around our fathers, getting to talk, make jokes all day. It's been really an interesting day for me, and I'm sure it has been for the ones on my end. Thank you.
It was good. I enjoyed. We had fun. I got to know the important virtue of teamwork and learning to work with people that you've never, taken time to understand and work with them. What you like is not what I like. So yeah, the value of teamwork and understanding the limits and also the capability and ability of the people around you, and also I learned the importance of family and friends. Yeah, I think that's it from me.
Imekuwa both fun and a learning experience. Naweza kupick up kitu at least. Ni hivyo tu. We have we figured out all we needed, and of course got on site and realized we were typical men who didn't remember a number of critical things. Sabuni. The day has been good. We did everything from scratch, identifying what we needed to shop for, what will go with what, and everything has gone well. And I didn't think I would last this far into the night, but here I am. Thank you.
More than I personally expected, and I think we could be having more of these. It will be very, very beneficial to both us as the fathers, and I believe the sons, because it's a learning experience. It's an experience where people come together and share, which is very, very important. You learn new things, you learn new ways. Kama leo tumejua njia nyingine ya kuchinja kuku. And the roasting of the meat was different from what we would have done. The only thing we didn't bring was cabbage, which we would have used to. But all in all, we have had fun.
Yeah. You had 2 new names.
Oh yes, I was the best in soccer.
We gave you a new name. What was that name, guys?
And people were taking
Maradona.
advantage of my eyesight. So next time if you are coming, come here in the morning, then I'll show you.
We took our boys through a conversation on what the experience has been, on the feedback of what the day has been from the very beginning to the very end. They told us what they were not able to do right and what they did right.
Nilikuwa poa. Okay, niko na nilikuwa mbaya.
Yeah.
nilishindwa kuchinja kuku. Kisu ilikataa kukata shingo.
Sema mkono yako ilikataa kushika kisu vizuri.
Nguvu ndio ilikosa. Na uwezo. Sijuangi kuua vitu.
No, I think it's not nguvu, it is the skill.
Yeah.
No. It's the skill, but you've learned something, right?
I have.
Okay. So.
The screaming moment was when I was chomaing the nyama. Nimejua kuchoma nyama. Mimi ni chef. Next time nyama ni yangu.
Okay. So. Sido, when you guys were doing shopping, what was the most awkward moment when you were doing shopping? What was the most awkward moment for you? Wacha seme yake. What was the most awkward moment for you?
Kufika kwa counter. Alafu unarudisha chenye ulikuwa unataka juu pesa itoshi.
What was that you rudished?
Ilikuwa juice moja. Maziwa.
Or 2 packets of milk na juice.
That also should tell you something. That when you go into, say, a supermarket or a shop, especially a supermarket, you look at the prices. So you should be able to tell you have this amount of money.
As an estimate.
Yes, I have picked this amount of items. The money I have and the items I've picked before you even go to the counter.
Actually, nothing stopped you guys from sitting down and writing all the things you wanted.
Then the scope of money.
Go to the shelf, write the prices, stand somewhere in a corner, do the mathematics, then make decisions. Nobody stopped you from doing that. So you could act. That is why many times when you're given a task, the first thing is to plan how you will execute the task. So next time, and even your parents, by the way, when you go to supermarket, it's not like they have, it's not like they have all the money. You can just pick anything. That when they tell you, your rudisha chukua ndogo, because at the back of their minds, they have
knows how much
they are spending,
and then he has seen the price of what you picked, and now we are going to be embarrassed.
You were going to be embarrassed at the counter. So technically, you should not be embarrassed at the counter.
Yeah.
You should be able to sort that out before you get to the counter. You should not get to the counter and then start subtracting the things that you have already ordered.
Imagine one day I've come this far,
and I believe we've enjoyed ourselves. Tumekula, tumekunywa, tumechoma, nini ingine? Tumeboil, tumecheza,
tumesonga,
ugali, tumesonga. What else have we done? And we have had a father-son discussion in confidence. So we are not going to tell you the things that we discussed about, but the bottom line is that we have had an opportunity. As you can see, we are 3 fathers and 3 sons. We have asked ourselves very pertinent, personal questions, and after having an opportunity to listen to, or rather to have these conversations, we took time off as the parents to go and reflect on the feedback that we got from our children. And they were trying to tell us whether they feel loved. They were trying to tell us whether they feel we are approachable to them. They were trying to tell us, what's the other thing they told us?
Their wishes.
Yeah, they were telling us their wishes. They were telling us their fears, right? They were telling us their own perspective of their own selves, and if there are issues that they think they need to work on at a personal level. And their answers are their answers. They are for our own consumption, and we have agreed as their fathers in our private meeting. So we are coming back to you guys, yeah, to tell you venye kunaenda, ndio? Yeah. So the bottom line is that we have heard you. We have taken into consideration every little detail that you have told us. We value your feedback. We appreciate your feedback. We consider ourselves very privileged that our sons can speak to us. Our sons can tell us their fears. Our sons can tell us those things that concern them. So we give you a promise that going forward, we are going to do everything possible to make sure that we support you and to make sure that we help you to be able to go through everything that you have told us. Maybe suffice to mention that in certain instances, there are some of us who say that they may need help here and there. We have formulated how we'll be able to go about that. So be sure that we will offer you the support that you need, and we will do everything possible to make that happen. The only request that we are making, and it is a collective request, is that we want you to understand that we have not been fathers in another century before this. We have not been fathers in another life before this. We are your first time fathers. So we also require we want to work with you, okay? So after this, musiseme ati sisi tuliwaambia, you know, and then relax, mungoje sisi tuende kumine everything that we desire, and then we come and deposit. It's a journey that we will walk together. So we still expect you to work with us. We still expect you to support us so as to support you. And that's really it. Elders, have I spoken your mind?
Yes, you have.
Thank you. Thank you very much. See, tupigie our dads makofi. Na si tupigie our sons makofi for such a lovely conversation that we have had.
In the next episode, we will showcase the power of affirmation. We will be affirming our boys to believe in themselves, to believe in high ideals, high potentiality, the ability to deliver above average, extraordinary, and how we dig out the best of their potential, trying to push over the limit, and the power of resilience, that when obstacles come in and you feel like you've gotten to your end, you've gotten to your finish line, you can be resilient. You can push yourself through the pain. You can push yourself through the rejection. You can push yourself through the obstacles and everything that appears dark, and beat that obstacle until the best light, the best version of you shines.
Beat your pain. You can withhold. You can hold on to your pain and make sure you get to the end. You can beat that pain. You can go with that pain and make it, and beat your limitations. Let's do it. Let's do it. Tell your pain that I know you are there. I know you are there, but I can work with you. I can carry on with that pain and beat my challenges even when I'm beat down. Thank you, Sydney. I'm very proud of you. Extremely proud of you. Extremely proud of you. And inaitwa kujituma. That's the spirit, man. Proud of you. If there is any winner in this game, that's probably you.
Nafasi nyingine kwenye upepo na dhoruba, nipe nafasi nyingine, nafasi nyingine, nafasi nyingine kwenye upepo na dhoruba. Jabezi alichoka na uchungu, tena jina lake maana uchungu, ikabidi Jabezi amlilie Mungu ili Mungu ampe nafasi nyingine. Jabezi aliomba Mungu ambariki, ampanulie mipaka yake, amlinde tena na adui zake, amuondoe na machungu yote. Jooni nyote mliobebeshwa mizigo ya magonjwa, akili na moyo, nira yake ni rahisi tena sana, atakupa nafasi.